Alright, so we're going to learn a jig called Sailor's Wife. This is one of the most commonly played Scottish jigs in jam sessions, and it's an old tune. I learned it from the playing of Alistair Fraser, and it's in the key of D minor. So just so you get a sense of what that sounds like, I'll play a D minor scale here. There's your scale. It's in 6/8 jig, so you have this kind of feeling going behind the tune. You can take a look at the Scottish groove tutorial if you want to find out more about playing a jig and the rhythmic stuff that goes along with that. So here's the tune. Let me play it for you slowly first so you can hear what it sounds like. Here's the A part of Sailor's Wife. So it's just one part that repeats. Your opening phrase walks up the scale and then back down again. And you can put those last two notes in an up bow slur, like this. Then you're jumping up the octave. So when you jump up that octave, you're actually going straight up the scale all the way to the A, but with this rhythm. And then you come down the scale. Jumping down to the open A in a down bow slur. And those last three notes make up a C arpeggio. Ending on a C note. So far we have now right there you've ended on a down bow, and I want you to actually link into another down bow to start that whole thing over again. Okay, so here's the Sailor's Wife. The more Scottish version. We're going to put in a bunch of grace notes, and all of these grace notes I'm talking about you can reference from the grace note tutorial. So if you want a little bit more in-depth teaching on how to play these, check that out. So from the beginning of the tune, we have that slur from the E to D. This time we're going to add a little flick. You're just hitting your second finger, and actually this type of flick, you'll learn this in the tutorial about grace notes, but when it falls from one note into another note, sometimes it's called a waterfall. So you can think about that. Then you're going to skip up to the D, third finger on the A string, and when you hit that, hammer on from the C sharp, maybe without the squeak. And you can hit the open D at the same time. And then you could do an up bow slur, then a down bow slur, and then here's your down bow slur again. And at the end of that phrase, you're doing two slurs as well. You end on the C, and you're going into the open D. And I kind of kick it when I go into the D. Just so you're kind of letting everyone know that's the downbeat, even though it's in the middle of a slur. So for that first half of the A part, we have this with all the grace notes. Oh, I forgot one. When you hit that F right there, you can hit a flick. Now when you get to this part, the only thing I'm doing differently there from the simple version